On 22nd November 1963, the St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association was formed by a handful of hotel operators to champion the needs of the island's fledgling tourism industry. Half a century later, as part of its 50th anniversary celebrations, the SLHTA amended its constitution, renaming itself the St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association to better reflect the evolution to a business member organization boasting 70 hotels, 130 tourism service provider companies, and over 100 independent employee members. We exist to represent, inform, educate, and uphold the interests of our members, our industry, and the communities to which we are intricately linked. Since its formation, the SLHTA has been deeply involved in cultural activities, human resource development, environmental preservation, and lobbying. The drivers of those efforts are largely volunteer members who sacrifice their time away from their investments to ensure industry needs are shaped and strategic alliances built to ensure sustainable growth and development. Our community empowerment initiatives include sponsorship of after-school programs in Foasho, Cicero, Canneries, and Soufre, construction of school kitchens in Canneries and Castries, as well as the donation of school bags and sports supplies to 100 athletes and students in Grosselet and Soufre. Scores of families benefited from our donation of over 200 wheelchairs to disabled persons across the island. Our commitment to our communities has inspired collaboration to provide culinary training of food vendors in Anselore, Soufre, and Grosselet, host culinary school competitions in January, Cicero, Soufre, and Castries, as well as sponsor St. Lucian athletes and creative industry representatives to attend competitions across the region in Barbados, Martinique, Trinidad, and Florida. Indeed, many will still remember our colorful SLHTA pageants and tantalizing rhythm and spice festivals celebrating local music, cuisine, and culture with an explosion of creativity and flair at the Pigeon Island National Landmark. The establishment of our Tourism Enhancement Fund 7 years ago was a game changer, allowing us to conduct impactful projects such as the creation of a hospitality training center which trained over 725 industry employees, a languages resource center which offered certified Spanish classes facilitated by a professor from the University of Quintana Roo out of Mexico, a very popular apprenticeship program which placed over 350 unemployed persons, our own group medical insurance scheme to which 1,200 industry employees subscribe, a virtual agricultural clearinghouse which connected 427 farmers with 22 hotels to encourage agro-tourism linkages, and a dine-around program that encouraged guests to visit independent restaurants. Vibrant trade shows have effectively connected craft vendors with industry gift shops and merchandisers, while even stronger business-to-business networks have been facilitated with private sector counterparts in Martinique and Guadeloupe on numerous occasions. Through well-managed events, community outreach programs, and other targeted activities, we have sought to improve the relationship and understanding between the SLHTA membership, the wider tourism sector, and our communities. Pli belle commune, soirée Creole, Rise St. Lucia Good Food Revolution, Rodney Bay Beautification, Youth Steel Pan Training, Wilton's Yard Skills Training, and Bayfest Street Festival are proof that we are well engaged with and support our communities. Our focus on building resilience has also enabled us to respond regionally to hurricane devastation in sister isles of Dominica, Bahamas, Antigua, and the displacement of pregnant women and families in St. Vincent due to the eruption of La Soufre. The perils of the COVID pandemic were cushioned on our communities at home as our industry employees gave freely of their time and resources to prepare almost 20,000 hot meals for families in need across the island. In collaboration with donors, we raised funds for food hampers for hundreds of employees within our independent restaurant sector, entertainers, beach vendors, and our Rastafari communities impacted by loss of employment. Support for our communities continues today with our Christmas hamper food drive, our partner with the Family Assistance Program, our Eileen Paul Secondary School Scholarship Program, donation of bicycles to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, and equipment for the Victoria Hospital and OKEU Pediatric Ward. Our unity of purpose and commitment to building resilience in our communities demand an uncompromising embrace of our core values by our members, board of directors, and our secretariat. There are no quick fixes to the problems facing our industry, as the issues which threaten us are many in number, complex in nature, and far-reaching in scope. Notwithstanding, the SLHTA has demonstrated time and again that solutions will only come out of effective public and private sector partnerships. The St. Lucia Hospitality and Tourism Association reiterates its willingness to working with all stakeholders to generate the level of strategic thinking needed to improve the yield from tourism and strengthen its social and economic value. The SLHTA takes great pride in being a community tourism best practice.
Greetings to our tourism service providers and our accommodation members. As we come to the end of a very difficult year, we want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We know that this year was a very challenging year, but despite the challenges, we work together as a collective. We continue to advocate on your behalf. And as we look to 2022, we know that the challenges wouldn't go away. But what we have together is a strong working relationship and a resilient team. So we wish you and your families, your staff, a safe and a prosperous 2022. All the best to you.